Yo, I could smell my dinner all the way in here. That shit's in the microwave in the next room, heating up, and it smells delicious. I'm about to get to that. But first, I need to holler at y'all. I want you to go ahead, hit that sub button. I want you to go ahead, hit that like button. Yo, hit that sub button. I see some subs are coming back. They coming and going. Listen, man. Y'all, I appreciate y'all for rocking with me, man. Like, I don't know, to tell you the truth, I don't know where this is going. I know where I would like it to go. I would like to get that message out there for the person who was like, I've been a fan of UFC and martial arts and boxing and all that for years, and I listen to Magoo, and Magoo make it sound like it's just like the coolest thing in the world to do. So now I went and joined, and I'm about to be a black belt. You feel me? I want to hear some shit like that. I want to hear about somebody that was on the fringe and wasn't really banging with all that training in martial arts and that badassery, but then it was like, you know what? I got to get in there and get some smoke. Word. Yo, I got a coworker, and my coworker is funny because every other week he's always telling me about him losing weight and all that. He was doing mad different shit. He was like, I remember one time he was like, yeah, I'm making breads and all that. And I'm looking at him like, you fat fuck, why are you making breads? But he in there with the family and all that. So, he having a good old time. It was around the holidays. Then after that, he'd been quietly on his working out shit the last few months or whatever. So he's like, yo, I'm not even making bread anymore. He's like, yeah, the diet is changing. Cause I told him, cause he always lifted and all that. But, I was telling him nah, bro, the key is yeah, sure, you could work out all day, bro. But the key is the diet, bro. I've been working out and lifting all my life. I've been doing shit all my life, bro, literally. And just being an athlete all my life, and fucking, I never looked good until I started to make sacrifices and make changes to my diet. And then that's when shit started to click for me, you feel me? I started to feel better inside, but I also started to look better outside, shit. And so, that's what happens. But, what I'm saying? There's a person there who, they saw me on my journey, on my path, and I made this shit look like, oh, no, it's nothing. And then boom, people do not believe that I spend an hour in the gym. People don't believe that. I had a lady at my job one time say, damn, it looked like you just spent about 4 or 5 hours. How long you stay at the gym? 4 or 5 hours after? I was like, nah, don't be ridiculous. I stay there an hour the most. And it's funny because there was a time when I did have 3-hour workouts in the gym. There was a time I did have 3-hour workouts. Yes, I did. I did have 3 hours workouts. I remember back in 2022, right? Every Thursday, I used to work out for 3 hours in the gym, yo, before I went so I could go to sleep. I just needed to wear myself out. I remember I used to do that shit full body. Squats, deadlifts, leg extensions, glute, hamstring curls, yo, everything. Hip, everything. I used to do everything. That was the leg shit. And then the whole arm package, the rows, the shoulder press, the pull-ups, the dips, the pec flies, the reverse fly, everything. I used to do 3 hours in the gym. And then after a while, I was like, yo, I'm taking too much time. And now it's I've cut the workout up so much. Now I hit target muscle groups on a daily basis. But you feel me? I'm just hitting those target muscle groups on a daily basis. That's it. You know what I'm saying? Mostly everything is compound that I do. You feel me? And it's very, very heavy. And so, I seen somebody, I explained this to a person, and the person's like, damn, really? And, you see people slightly, they starting to buy in. And I like that. You feel me? So that's why I come on here and talk this shit, man. For real. Now, there have been some people out there rumbling about the whole fact that, is it worth it to be training martial arts, especially if you're an older person. And what I say to an older person is you should probably train more than a younger person. Like, I don't know where a lot of people, are in their personal life, but usually with martial arts, there's a lifestyle change that goes along with it. And this is for everybody that does it consistently, who can stay consistent, because a lot of people can't stay consistent. But when you get yourself focused, and I knew that shit coming in. I said I had to be focused. I knew I had to be fit. I knew I had to be focused. And I knew that I had to be coachable. So I was already coachable. I was already fit when I came in. But the focus started to really, really narrow and hit home. I want to say after I lost that second tournament I did, where I got cooked, lost every match. And I'm riding in the car and guys got medals. Yo. Yeah, man. But for you out there, maybe you training and you on the fence about it. Do I want to quit this? Nah, don't quit. Stay in there. I just want to visit this because competition is coming this weekend. The brackets are out. And every time I think about tournament, I always think about when I first started. Because, it was a way to get out there. It was we could compete. We could go fuck each other up. Okay. Some of the best moments of my life, man. Word. That's why I love the martial arts, man. I do. I really do, man. I hope that everyone is training and that they loving this shit too, bro. And if you ain't in it yet, get in it. Get in it. Why not? Shit is here. It's popping. Let's do it. All right, y'all. I'm about to go ahead. Hit that like button. Hit that sub button. I'm out, man. Magoo. Oos.